Hi there. Since many of you are following the Petito versus Laundrie lawsuit, the lawsuit between Gabby Petito's parents against Brian Laundrie's parents relating to the death of Gabby Petito, I thought it might be helpful to you as we progress along in this lawsuit. These dates are going to be important, that I would give you some dates that you might want to keep track of, some events that occurred so far. Okay, so you can stop the video, go get a pen and pencil, or whatever you use these days to keep track of some of these dates. Okay, so who am I? I'm Michele Hagan. I'm a legal analyst and a former prosecutor. You may recognize me because I provided a lot of legal analysis on the Elizabeth Holmes case, and I'm a former domestic violence prosecutor. So, thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed. Thank you for supporting my channel and supporting my work. Please do subscribe. Leave a comment or question if you have one. Please look at the prior, what have I done, 4 or 5 videos now on the Petito versus Laundrie lawsuit. Especially look at Examining the Petito versus Laundrie lawsuit, and that'll fill you in relating to the allegations, relating to the claim, the lawsuit for emotional distress, that Gabby's parents have filed against Brian's parents for allegedly withholding information regarding Gabby, what happened to Gabby, where was Gabby, etc. Okay, so please look at the Examining the Petito versus Laundrie lawsuit to fill yourself in. Okay, so let me give you some dates. So you ready? You ready to write them down? Or you've got this recording. You can come back to it at any time. Okay, so July 2nd, 2020, Gabby and Brian got engaged. December 11th, 2020, Gabby bought the van. July 2nd, 2021, Gabby and Brian left New York for their 4-month cross-country tour in the van. August 12th, 2021, the domestic violence incident in Moab, right? That was August 12th, 2021. August 17th, so 5 days later, Brian flies back home to Florida to get some items from storage and to close out their storage unit. August 23rd, 2021, Brian flies back to Salt Lake City and joins Gabby. August 27th, there's the fight at the Mary Piglet restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, between Gabby and Brian. Alleged fight. August 28th, the Petitos, Gabby's parents, allege that Brian, that's the date, August 28th, 2021, is when the Petitos, Gabby's parents, allege that Brian advised his parents that he murdered Gabby Petito. August 30th, Nichole Schmidt, Gabby's mother, gets a text from Gabby's phone relating to Stan, which was relating to her grandfather, which Nichole Schmidt has said that was kind of a red flag because Gabby never referred to her grandfather as Stan. On September 1st, Brian returns to Northport. Brian returns home in Gabby's van without Gabby. On September 11th, the Petitos report Gabby missing. That same evening, the Florida police go to the Laundries home, and the Laundries give the police their attorney's card, Steve Bertolino's card. And they don't make any statements. That was September 11th. September 15th, Brian is declared a person of interest, and his attorney issues a statement that Brian will not be speaking on the advice of counsel, and he will remain silent. On September 16th, the Petitos have a press conference. Gabby's parents hold a press conference begging for any information regarding their daughter. Where is she? They beg for her return. September 17th, Brian goes missing or hiking. September 19th, Gabby's remains are found at the Grand Teton Park in Wyoming. On September 20th, the Laundries' home is searched. The Laundries are outside they stay outside in the van for about 10 minutes before they go inside, while the law enforcement does an all-day search of the Laundries' home on September 20th. At 2:30 that day, they tow away the Mustang that Brian was driving, and they removed boxes of evidence from the Laundries' home. And they also execute a search warrant looking for Brian's computer. On September 21st, the autopsy tragically confirms that the remains are Gabby Petito that they found in the Grand Teton Park. They begin searching the preserve for Brian, the Carlton Reserve. They're looking for Brian Laundrie. September 22nd, divers join in, to go underwater looking. Divers join in the search through the 24,000-acre park, the Carlton Reserve. September 23rd, there's an arrest warrant issued for Brian Laundrie regarding the unauthorized use of Gabby Petito's credit card in the amount of over $1,000 somewhere in Wyoming between August 30th and September 1st. September 22nd, there's a service for Gabby in Holbrook near New York City. September 27th, the Laundries speak out. They don't know where Brian is. The police collect DNA samples from the Laundries' home. September 29th, Gabby's parents have another press conference begging for her return or her whereabouts, any information. September 30th, the FBI go to the Laundries' home, and they are looking for items of Brian's to help with the canine search. And they do search the camper that was located in the Laundries' driveway. Also on September 30th, there is 46 pages of call records from the Laundries' home to the police department asking for service. And those during the dates of September 10th through September 27th, there are 46 pages of calls to the police from the Laundries' home asking for service, probably asking for help dealing with all the people outside their home and the media, maybe disturbances. I don't know what was going on. October 1st, the body cam video of one of the second police officer at the Moab domestic violence incident shows that Gabby has bruising on her body. October 5th, the Petitos are on Twitter pleading for Brian to surrender. October 5th, Brian's sister Cassie pleads for Brian to come home. And she tells the media, that she saw Brian at the campsite when they went on vacation. The family went on vacation. And she again pleads for Brian to come home. On October 7th, Christopher Laundrie joins in the search at the Carlton Reserve looking for Brian and shows the police where Brian might be hiding or what trails he hikes. Letting them know what favorite trails. And this information as to where Brian likes to hike in the Carlton Reserve was provided. This is all reportedly. All this stuff I'm giving you is reportedly dates, right? Apparently, Christopher Laundrie, or the Laundries, provided information to the police 3 weeks before this October 7th date, letting them know where Brian goes, what his favorite trails are in the Carlton Reserve to help the police find Brian. Okay, a few more dates here. We're almost done. On October 12th, the coroner's autopsy finds that Gabby Petito was tragically strangled, manual strangulation. And the Teton County coroner, Dr. Brent Blue, makes a statement that his opinion is that she died 3 to 4 weeks earlier, before the body had been found. That would be, the body was found September 19th, tragically. October 17th, Gabby Petito's foundation is created and they have their first fundraiser. October 20th, the medical examiner is called to the park, the Carlton Reserve Park. The Laundries and FBI found items on the trail that Brian had frequented, and then they found his remains. Human remains were recovered near a backpack and a notebook belonging to Brian on that same day, October 20th. And per the FBI, the area had been underwater until recently, so they were unable to search until that, and unable to find the remains, the notebook, and the backpack until the water had receded. On October 21st, Brian Laundrie's remains were confirmed. Those remains were confirmed to be Brian Laundrie through dental records after a 5-week search for Brian Laundrie. November 23rd, the Laundrie's attorney confirms that they were notified that Brian Laundrie committed suicide by gunshot. On March 11th, the Petitos, Gabby's parents, filed the emotional distress lawsuit against Brian's parents. On April 3rd, approximately, the answer to those allegations, the Laundries have to file an answer to those allegations in that lawsuit with the court. On approximately April 14th, both the Laundries and the Petitos, or their attorneys, have to get together and complete that case management report. And you want to go look at the video I did on the court order video regarding the case management report, and that'll fill you in about all the questions each side has to answer, such as proposed trial dates, having a jury trial, do they expect witnesses, how long do they think the trial is going to be, all that, to give the judge a heads up so the judge can start scheduling and progressing this case. Okay, on April 24th, based on the video I just did on what documents do the Laundries have to turn over to the Petitos. So on April 24th, those documents are due, or their objections to turning those documents over, and the interrogatories, their answers to those written questions that Gabby's parents have sent Brian's parents. And then we have the June 30th, which is the first court date in this case, in this lawsuit. And it's called the case management hearing. And that's when the judge goes over with both parties, Gabby's parents and Brian's parents and their attorneys, to set a schedule for when the deadlines are for how long the trial might be, a trial date, whether they're going to be filing any motions to dismiss the lawsuit, a whole host of things, okay, that they're going to start scheduling out. Pre-trial conference to keep the case moving along because there's a 18-month time in which they are required, usually under most circumstances in Florida, according to the case management order, that the jury trial would be set within those 18 months of the March 11th filing of this lawsuit. So that's until September 2023. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful to you to keep track of the dates as we go along here. And that you can come back and refer to it in the future, if you want to look at some of the events that occurred. And hopefully I got them all right. And you'll let me know if I'm missing anything. So please do leave a comment or question. Please take a look at the other videos I've done to fill yourself in so you get the big picture on all of this. And thank you very much for subscribing. Please do subscribe. Please support my work. Hit the like button, share the video, and hit the bell notification so you're notified of the next video. And thank you very much for watching.